Okay, guys, thank you for your little patience. Thank you. Good morning, Moise. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Nestor. And so we keep, sorry, we're having an interference from YouTube since we are actually streaming from YouTube just to make sure that we give other people the privilege to be able to join us from YouTube. So, guys, excellent new year again to you, all of us that are here. And as I've earlier said, we are going to be looking at the market live every morning. And why do I have to choose the ASAN session as part of the live program? This is because during this particular time of the night, we have assets like gold and also other currency pairs from the ASAN session that move very well. Donc, pendant les sessions d'Asie, il y a des devises comme l'or et les autres devises qui marchent tellement bien. C'est pour cela qu'on se retrouve en train de trader l'or. Et on va essayer, parce qu'on va aller droit au but, on va essayer de regarder certaines devises qu'on peut trader actuellement et on voit ce qu'on peut faire avec ces devises-là. Comme aujourd'hui, c'est notre premier jour, avant demain, on pourrait déjà bien travailler sur beaucoup de devises et qui nous permettra de pouvoir trader plusieurs monnaies facilement. Donc, à cela ne tienne, je me retrouve sur le graphique de l'or. Comme vous voyez, l'or a elle-même un marché qui a beaucoup plus une tendance haussière depuis un certain moment. Donc, on a vu que l'or achetait beaucoup plus pendant ces derniers temps. On a vu, we saw an upward push for gold all this period, all this while, and the law has been really bullish. So this is one of the markets that we are going to be trading, and I've advised everyone to have their standard cents account if they want to actually trade gold. And we are going to be grabbing small short-term opportunities and also long-term opportunities on gold when it comes to that. And that's one thing I want you guys to understand. So today I want to take this to this day to be able to explain to you some few things why we are looking for point of interest, where to trade and where not to trade. It will be very evident that we have a clear understanding of some of the things that we are going to be doing. So, c'est très évident qu'on connaît certaines choses qu'on va faire durant notre programme. So it will be good that we learn some few things that we are going to be doing most often during these programs and some basic terminologies as well. Then there are also some key things that traders need to know. Donc, il y a certains éléments clés que chaque trader doit connaître parce que c'est les choses qu'on va utiliser pour trader au quotidien, donc à notre avantage. Et c'est pour cela donc que je veux commencer tout d'abord par vous expliquer le méthode d'analyse qu'on va utiliser. Le méthode d'analyse qu'on va utiliser pour analyser le marché, malgré des types des analyses qu'on va faire, on va utiliser une méthode top-down. Donc, ça veut dire que quoi? À chaque moment qu'on se retrouve au marché, on va analyser le marché en tenant compte de higher time frame pour un petit time frame. Donc, on va commencer avec les oreillers d'heure plus élevés en allant vers les oreillers d'heure plus loin pour pouvoir avoir des sens du marché. Et c'est pour cela qu'à part de fois, vous allez voir que lorsque je vais commencer à analyser, je vais changer le graphique pour mettre par exemple le graphique de un mois, je vais mettre le graphique de une semaine, je vais mettre le graphique de 12, de soit de, de une journée, soit de 12 jours, pour pouvoir faire ce qu'on appelle le top-down analytics en anglais. Donc, top-down analytics will be one of the major things we will be doing when it comes to analyzing the chart. So we are always going to be starting from a higher time frame down to a smaller time frame to be able to analyze the market. This is because we want that the market should give us a clear sense of market direction using higher time frame, because it is easy to predict the market direction using this particular method. Then another major principle that we are going to be doing here is that we are going to be focusing our energy on two things. We will focus on what we call market framework. So market framework is the concept by which we will look at the market in a way that we try to understand if the market is consolidating or if the market is actually trending. If the market is trending or it is consolidating, we will use a method that is adapted to a consolidative market or a method that is adapted to a trending market. Donc, ce que j'explique ici, c'est que quoi? C'est qu'on se retrouve au marché pour trader. Il y a deux choses à faire. On peut regarder le marché en tenant compte des différents cadres d'analyse technique. On a ce qu'on appelle le cadre d'analyse technique euh, qui nous permet de pouvoir trader, et on a deux cadres d'analyse technique. On a le cadre, ce qu'on appelle en anglais framework. On a le cadre consolidatif. Donc, on a le cadre consolidatif. Lorsque le marché consolide, on a le cadre tendance. Lorsque le marché est en tendance. So, lorsqu'on trouve notre cadre d'analyse technique, on peut utiliser les méthodes qui sont adaptées à des différents cadres. So when I will look at the market based on a particular framework, either a consolidative framework or a trending framework, I'm going to adopt a method of analytics that is corresponding to that particular framework. And so they will be called method of analytics. So we have method, les méthodes d'analyse technique sont choisies en fonction de quoi? De framework. Donc, c'est le cadre d'analyse technique qui nous demande de choisir une méthode. Si le marché était consolidatif, on va choisir des méthodes consolidatives. Si le marché est en tendance, on va choisir les méthodes en tendance pour pouvoir analyser le marché. So with this particular method of analytics, it will be easier for us to dissect through a chart and know exactly what to do. So if the framework is consolidative, we know, okay, this is what we are going to be doing. We are going to pick up a consolidative this and that to be able to analyze. If the framework is a training framework, then we will know that, okay, these are the methods we are going to be picking up to be able to analyze this particular chart. And you'll be very, 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 very helpful for those who want to do, who will be following me keenly as we are going to be pushing forward. So guys, uh, this after the methods now, the methods are going to help us to identify what we call a POI, a point of interest. Donc, lorsque on va adapter une méthode d'analyse technique, le méthode d'analyse technique va nous aider à nous faire, à identifier ce que nous on appelle les points d'intérêt. Et c'est sur les points d'intérêt qu'on va appliquer les techniques de trade. Donc, les méthodes d'analyse technique nous poussent à identifier les points d'intérêt. So method of technical analytics push us to identify what we call POI. These POI are called point of interest, where we think to execute, where we think to buy the market, where we also think to sell the market. So it will be very important to follow this pedagogic framework, method to what? To POI, POI to execution. Donc, c'est évident, c'est important à nous de suivre cette protocole, cette pédagogie, où on commence par les cadres d'analyse aux méthodes. Le méthode va nous aider à identifier les points d'intérêt POI. Et avec les POI maintenant, on va utiliser les techniques de trade. So with this now, we are going to use our trade techniques that will permit us to enter the market, go out of the market, manage our trade. So with this being said, we can now take a simple example of what I've just explained to you, and we are going to be applying it on the first pair that we have in front of us. The first pair that we have in front of us is gold. So, cette première devise qu'on va analyser ce matin, c'est l'or. Et l'or, déjà, nous tous, On connaît que l'or, c'est l'une des marchés qui est toujours en tendance haussière. Donc, en regardant l'or sur le graphique de une journée, par exemple, ça nous montre clairement que l'or est en uptrend. So when we look at this market clearly on gold, we can see that gold is on an uptrend. And looking at gold on an uptrend, for example, we can also struggle to look at the pattern that gold has been following. Donc, en regardant l'or sur cette base, on peut essayer de comprendre quel type de mouvement l'or suit. Et lorsqu'on regarde clairement, on voit que l'or n'a pas un mouvement fixe. Donc, si quoi, c'est un mode tendance. So, this market is uptrend. The market is trending. So, we can use two type of analytical method to analyze the trending market. We can use market structure and we can use a trend line. Donc, pour analyser les marchés comme ça, qui sont en tendance, il y a deux types de méthodes qu'on utilise. On a ce qu'on appelle, on utilise souvent le market structure. Et aussi, on peut utiliser les liens de tendance. So we use market structural mapping or we use trend line in this particular purpose. And that's why we now will be forced to be able to put up everything that we have on our chart, be able to spot out this market or maybe to split this market based on the different terminology I've just given to you. So for example, looking at this current market state, someone could apply a trend line, someone could apply market structure. So if we were to apply market structure on a small portion of this chart, then we might be considering the swings and the swing highs and the swing lows of this market. So let's say we consider something like this. So we got this swing high um, that go further to create this one. Donc, on a ensuite vouloir considérer les structures en fonction de market structure, donc ce que nous on appelle le market structure. Donc, on peut dire que ça a fait ce mouvement-là et l'or ne respecte pas beaucoup les principes qui s'appliquent dans le market structure. Donc, souvent, pour trader l'or, on se retrouve à réfléchir un peu plus que sur les autres devises. So most often to trade gold, you find yourself thinking a little bit than on other currency assets. So we are trying to break down this gold chart into particular market structural stuff to map out different regions of the chart and to be able to swing the swing highs and the swing lows. Donc, l'objectif de ce que je suis en train de faire, c'est identifier les différentes phases du marché qui se sont produits sur le marché-ci. Donc, ce dernier point baissier pousse jusqu'à long ici en haut. So this last one move right here. And this is where we get. And now we get here the last pull down. So currently the market actually had to put up and we saw a phase of retracement. So we can actually identify that, okay, this market moved from here, from this low and created a high. So the objective of all of this is to be able to spot out what is going on, the face of the market, and to be able to break down the chart into portions where we can easily understand and work onto. Donc, l'objectif de ça, c'est de casser le marché pour avoir ce qu'on appelle les différentes vagues, les vagues d'impulsion et les vagues de rétrécissement. So this goal is to be able to spot what we call impulsive and corrective waves on our chart. And when we do this now, we now find exactly the phase of the market in which we find ourselves. So for example, here we have, like, let's say we have an impulsive wave for gold. I will have a correction. An impulsive wave, we have a correction. Impulsive wave goes in the direction of the trend. So on a les impulsions et les corrections. Les impulsions vont avec la direction du marché. Donc, voici une vague d'impulsion et à la même temps, on a cette vague de correction et on a cette vague d'impulsion et on a eu une petite vague de correction. Donc, à la fin de la journée, qu'est-ce que ceci nous dit? On connaît que dans chaque vague de correction, le vague de correction cherche un point d'intérêt dans le vague d'impulsion. Donc, si c'est qu'on a une correction qui est en train de suivre soit descendre comme ça veut dire que cette correction qu'on aura ici est en train de chercher un point d'intérêt dans cette vague de impulsion. Vous comprenez? Donc, dans cette vague d'impulsion. So, if there is a correction in this market, this correction that you guys are seeing here is because the correction is looking for a point of interest inside the impulsive wave or the wave that moves in the direction of the market. So now, investigating this wave could help you to get a particular zone or a point of interest where this correction can actually land to. And by so doing, we'll be forced to switch on other time frames to be able to get. So, oh, I don't have actually access to the 6 hours, the 9 hours chart, and the 12 hours chart. Reason because I need to activate my trading view. This is reason because I need to activate my trading view. And this is one thing I want to reiterate. You get it's important for you to get a paid trading view bundle. It is important for you to get a paid trading view bundle because it will permit you to be able to see certain time frames. And here now, with free trading view here, I'm only limited to the daily, the 4 hours chart, and I will not be able to see other time frames like the 12, the 9 hour, and the 6 hours chart. And that is where point of interest could be hidden. So, guys, right here on this Zoom, because what the purpose of this Zoom, as I've said, I have a lot of work to do. The work I have is big, is mighty, is mega, and it means that I'll be going to, I'm showing you things as I'm driving along. And the sole purpose of me not just going to straight to start executing or saying sell gold here, buy gold here at the moment, or this now during this first session is that normally I'm supposed to have prepared, I have to prepare you on some few things. And also, we also need to analyze the market after this. So we see if we have a current setup to take, or are the setup going to be coming back later, or we are going to be taking these setups later on, or how. So we consider all of this. So but I will be able to activate my trading view because I didn't know that my trading view has expired. Also, there are promotion that TradingView have launched now where you can use to activate your immediately your monthly package. So if you want to activate your TradingView, then you need, for example, a Visa card. So I'm going to be using a Visa card now to activate my TradingView. And you guys are going to see the difference between uh the paid TradingView and paid TradingView. So it is about $14. So I'll just put 10,000 francs in my card now, and then I will do it with 10,000 francs. Donc, je vais mettre 10 000 dans mon compte pour pouvoir aller sur les graphiques de 6 heures et de 9 heures et de 12 heures. Parce que les graphiques, on vous refuse d'accéder là. C'est parce que les graphiques là peuvent vous montrer les points d'intérêt. So those time zones that they are refusing you from actually seeing, those time zones can help you to see point of interest. Guide you on how to go about that. Normally, there's even a referral link for TradingView that I would like you guys to create a new TradingView account before activating so that it gives you more advantage. So 10,000 francs can activate your TradingView and you have premium futures. So if you are here and you want to activate your TradingView, just know that you can create a new account with a referral link I will send to you during the day. Donc, si vous voulez activer votre TradingView, vous pouvez créer tout un nouveau compte pour ça. Et je vais vous donner le lien de parrainage de TradingView. Comme ça, lorsque vous achetez, ça nous aide aussi à une chose ou à l'autre. Et vous voyez que pour devenir un trader, ce n'est pas bonbon. Vous voyez comment on dépense de l'argent chaque jour et ce n'est pas de blague. Parce que beaucoup de gens pensent, oh, quand on va venir là, ce serait facile. Ça ne serait pas facile comme les gens pensent. Lorsqu'on vient, il faut comprendre que il y a des dépenses qu'on va faire. Vous comprenez? Il y a des dépenses que tu vas faire au quotidien. Lorsque tu viens faire le trading, il y a des petites dépenses qu'on va faire. Et quelqu'un qui n'a pas de l'argent ne peut pas faire les dépenses qu'on fait. Vous voyez, comme chaque mois, je dois dépenser pour activer Zoom. Chaque mois, je dois dépenser pour activer TradingView. So every month, I will have to spend money to activate Zoom. I have to spend money to activate TradingView. And just the money for Zoom and TradingView every month is more than 60,000 francs that I spend every month just to activate the softwares I'm using to teach you. So just to tell you that if you want to become a trader, you need to invest in yourself. This thing is a profitable business. Donc, vous voyez, je vais cliquer là et I will activate it. So, I will take a upgrade. Je vais choisir upgrade et je vais prendre normalement les trucs de un mois parce que actuellement, je n'ai pas jusqu'à presque 200 dollars pour activer. Donc, je vais suivre normalement mon plan de un mois sans souci. Je prenais mon plan de un mois pour l'instant et je prends le mois. Et donc, ça va me coûter en total 14 dollars. Je vais avancer sans toutefois acheter n'importe quoi. Et I'm going to put here my Visa card. Donc, je vais mettre mon carte Visa. OK, j'avance. Je mets mon carte Visa ici. Je sais qu'il y a certains forts parmi vous que je ne mets pas mon numéro de carte Visa comme ça, vous prenez ça après. Let me stop sharing. So, let me know and put my Visa card number and then at the end, some people take it and go and activate their own with it. Eh? I'm not accusing me anybody. Oh. I'm saying things that has happened before. Somebody, when I was teaching them, I was entering my TradingView account. The guy took the opportunity, went and hacked my TradingView, my Telegram account, then took control over my Telegram and started making me chantage. I have to give him some money. So that's why you see I don't joke. So so guys, as you guys can see, I just purchased my trading view. Purchased, I've done that already. So je viens de payer pour TradingView. Et je vous explique pourquoi j'ai payé pour TradingView. Parce que en utilisant certains types de graphiques, ça me donne l'avantage sur beaucoup de choses. Donc, l'objectif, c'est d'identifier un point d'intérêt. Par exemple, ici, dans l'autre vague d'impulsion. So, the objective was to... So, so what you guys are seeing here is, I'm showing you to know that if you want to be a profitable trader this year, you cannot be trading without paid trading view. You cannot trade without paid trading view. Even on XNext terminal, XNext terminal don't have the time frame that are free. Even on XNext terminal don't have the time frame that are free. This paid time frame, XNext terminal do not have. So you just need to understand today that you cannot be analyzing on a free trading view. That means you cannot see the real things. So now we have activated, on vient d'activer, n'est-ce pas? On part maintenant sur le graphique de 12 heures, on n'a pas de problème. Le marché nous laisse visualiser. On est en train de chercher un point d'intérêt, soit quelque chose qui va nous aider à dire que, OK, voici là où le marché peut réagir, et tout ça, patati patata. On est en train de chercher et pour voir si on a des structures claires en fonction de cette time frame. On a juste en train de regarder. OK. Et le premier point où mon cœur, mon œil frappe ici, c'est ce point-ci. Le point-ci porte un point d'intérêt. Si on regarde bien, on appelle ça le sell to buy candle. Donc, il faut être attentif pour voir ceci. Si vous regardez bien, regardez à partir d'ici, en montant, on va voir que cette bougie qui est sortie ici était grande de taille, cette bougie de sel. This black candle was big in height and shows a lot of momentum to the downside, but the sell pressure failed and the market started going up. So this is a point of interest, and this particular point of interest is more visible on the 6 hours chart. And that particular 6 hours chart, you don't have it. You don't have it. That particular 6 hours chart, you don't have it. And it is very clear on also on the 4 hours chart. So you see, the zone also is very clear on the 4 hours chart. If I take it on the 4 hours chart, vous voyez vous-même que le structure ici est bien clair. Cette grosse bougie de vente qui a pu tromper les gens et les gens ont vendu le marché et après le marché a commencé à acheter plus tôt. Donc, c'est un point d'intérêt et le marché risque, lorsque le marché arrive là-bas, le marché risque d'acheter. Et vous voyez comment lorsque le marché arrive sur le point là, ça a fait un retournement et ça part. Et lorsque le marché arrive dans notre point d'intérêt, on va appliquer ce qu'on appelle le BTMM. Le BTMM, c'est un système de trace de trading auquel on va voir que lorsqu'on voit un point d'intérêt, le marché va chercher à distraire le point d'intérêt pour pouvoir créer un peu de la liquidité. Et lorsque le marché vient dans nos points d'intérêt, la vitesse auquel le marché vient avec est élevée. Donc, par exemple, si vous regardez ce qui se passe ici, vous allez voir que juste avant notre point d'intérêt, on a vu encore une autre zone, la zone C, qui n'était pas visible sur le graphique de 6 heures. Donc, cette structure ici n'était pas visible sur le graphique de 6 heures. Et c'est comme aussi comme un sell to buy candle. Donc, c'est comme une bougie de vente pour acheter. Si je prends cette bougie de vente pour acheter ici sur le graphique de 4 heures et je rentre sur le graphique de 6 heures, vous voyez que on a plusieurs bougies qui forment toute cette structure-là. Alors que ce qu'on a vu sur le 4 heures est bien identifiant. Donc, c'est bien simple sur le graphique de 6 heures. Et ceci ne montre pas exactement ce que je suis en train de vous dire. Et ça va créer maintenant la zone auquel on va distraire un peu le prix. Et c'est là où on va dire que le BTMM se crée. So this is where BTM is going to be creating, and it will be a lot of distraction. And when the market is penetrating the point of interest, you can see that the size of the candle that is going into the point of into the POI is bigger, is faster, and it makes some sense here. So this is something I want you guys to consider. So that being said, that is the one stuff I wanted to show you from that end. So the next phase of the market picks up, donc la prochaine vague du marché recommence. On a cette vague impulsive et auquel on va chercher un point d'intérêt auquel la correction peut venir. Donc, pour chercher le point d'intérêt, on doit juste fouiller. On doit juste fouiller quoi? On doit fouiller tout simplement le graphique sur cette vague impulsive. So we just need to search on the graph this impulsive wave for a particular point of interest that can be clear enough. You get, we need to see something that is clear, either a structure that have not been mitigated, a structure where we had a clear shift and all of that. So when we look at this market very well, from this beginning to the end, we have a couple of zones where we had a clear shift from. So, si vous regardez bien, on a cette zone-ci auquel le marché a quitté ici avec un bon chandelier. So we had this base, this consolidative zone here, where the market left this place with a very good volume. So this is a point of interest, but the market has already come back to mitigate the structure. Le marché est revenu ici déjà. Comme vous voyez, le marché est revenu là-bas pour taper dans le structure là. Voici le structure que je suis en train de parler. Cette bloc que vous voyez, le marché est sorti dans cette bloc avec une très grande bougie. Et c'est ce qu'on appelle quoi? le changement de volume par des institutions. So this is like a breaker block with a huge volume flow. So this becomes a point of interest and a reason why the market comes there. But this particular region has already met this virgin. So the next region that we are going to be seeing here is this particular region here. And this region here did not have an explosion. So la prochaine région qu'on voit avec des consolidations, qui est aussi un point d'intérêt, ne porte pas assez de volume de cassure. So, vous voyez que lorsque le marché part hors de cette structure, la taille des chandeliers n'est pas grande, ça veut dire que le volume n'est pas bon. Donc, ce n'est pas un point auquel on doit regarder. On monte juste un peu et on trouve encore une autre structure. Et cette structure qu'on trouve cette fois-ci porte un grand volume. Comme vous voyez, le volume est grand. Ça casse avec un grand volume. So, it breaks with a big volume, signifying that this point of interest makes more sense. So this is a point as well where I can start thinking like, okay, I can buy gold from here. And I saw a couple of trades like Uncle Ben. I think Uncle Ben gave a buy trade in this particular zone. That makes sense the other day. I think Uncle Ben gave a buy trade on this particular structure, which was valid. You can see that even on the 12 hours chart, the candle that is leaving this zone is making sense. We must use the top-down analytics. It means if I go on the top-down analytics perspective, right, I see a zone on the daily that has explosion. I go on another one. I see a zone on the 12 hours that have an explosion. I will consider the zone that I saw on the 1 day because the 1 day commands the 12 hours. The 1 day is 14 candle of is 24 candle of 12 hours. So, si je vois un point d'intérêt qui est valide sur le graphique de une journée et je pars sur le graphique de 12 heures, je vois encore un autre point d'intérêt qui est aussi valide. Je vais considérer le point d'intérêt que j'ai commencé à visualiser sur le graphique de une journée parce que en tenant compte des principes que je vous ai expliqués, le top-down analytics, ça veut dire que quoi? Lorsqu'on fait de top-down, on considère le time frame plus haut en descendant. Vous comprenez? On considère les time frames qui sont plus hautes en descendant tout simplement. Donc, on doit respecter cette pédagogie, on doit respecter cette cadre-là. Et c'est pour cela que vous voyez que ceux qui ont essayé d'acheter l'or ici ont réussi. Maintenant, on se retrouve actuellement que l'or est en train de chercher à acheter. Lorsque ça cherche à acheter, j'ai vu sur l'or, sur le petit time zone, sur le petit time frame. Aussi, j'ai vu que si on impliquait les principes de lien de tendance, de trendline ici comme ça, c'est qu'on pouvait attraper, on pourrait dire, OK, on a des structures auxquelles on pouvait attraper l'or. Par exemple, en tenant compte les deux premiers points ici, these first 2 points, would have had a touch here and a touch here that took this market up. But most often, the market doesn't just depend, the market does not just depend on what on just one single analytical method. So we react to the market based on what we are seeing. But now there is something on gold that just caught on my attention right now as we are analyzing and we are speaking. We know that we are on an all-time high on gold, but there's something very good and very pertinent that just occurred on gold. We can see that gold have what they call avalement baissier. We have a bearish engulfing candle on gold that shows so much down momentum for gold price, and it is indispensable that this market will not react to this particular zone on gold. You can see the market has come to this bearish engulfing stuff here, which some people can also call an OB or an order block. And this is one of the main reasons why the gold price will not just move up because there is something here. But nevertheless, we understand that gold is bearish. It has been bullish. So if we go and we based on the higher time frame, donc, en fonction de graphique de haut de gamme, on a vu que cet envalement baissier qu'on est en train de voir sur l'or se produit aussi sur le graphique de une semaine. Et vous voyez que le bas de une semaine envelopper cette barre, so Uncle Ben, you are up. It's not easy. So guys, so this bearish engulfing candlestick that you guys are seeing here actually engulf this bullish candle. It engulf this bullish candle. So there is a particular thing that is I'm seeing on gold currently that should spark our attention. So there is a possibility that we are going to have a bearish gold for a while. That means we can have a big retracement on gold, considering the fact that we are seeing a signal, a sell signal on the face of gold currently as we speak. We are seeing a sell signal on the face of gold, and that is exactly what we are seeing. So, on voit un signal de sell sur l'or, comme je viens de vous expliquer. Et à cela ne tient, on a vu cet environnement baissier qui se retrouve directement sur le graphique de une semaine. Et lorsque on vient vers le graphique de une journée, on voit encore cet environnement, cette redéfinition d'un order block, d'un order block massif. Vous voyez, voici le order block. Je considère le order block qui est très massif. Donc, this is the other block that got created in this region. Donc, on a cet other block qui a été créé. Donc, je vous dis et je vous montre pourquoi l'or est en train de vendre actuellement. Parce que si je me retrouvais sur l'or, c'est que voici ce que je devais plus faire. Malheureusement, on a commencé maintenant, mais les opportunités ne finissent jamais, les gars. Trade opportunity will never finish. The most important thing is to get a clarity. You get what you're supposed to do, to know what you're supposed to do, and many of you will become super traders this year. So we have our OB, our order block, somewhere around here. So we can call it an OB. And you can see how market came to penetrate inside this other block. The market has penetrated inside this other block. And inside this other block, we can refine further to get other specific zones where the market can actually react, moving down to a smaller time frame. As we are moving down to smaller time frame, we are observing. So we observe and we go, and we try to see if there is any refined zone where we can consider. So on the 1 hours chart, there is a refined zone inside this stuff that is more of a fair value gap. So this is a refined zone here. So before that means this particular sell on gold that just kicked off now as we speak. It means that we miss something on gold. We miss an opportunity to sell gold. That was exactly at 12 at midnight. This would have been a good opportunity for us. But now, as we said, as the market unfolds, we are going to be getting opportunities. And I will actually know if this market is going to move in further down or not. So we have this structure here, as you can see. So for me to have a green light for a further sell, I may be forced to use a line chart here. So I'll use a line chart. I'll map this because I noticed that the market is somehow forming up something critical here. So I'll consider this market structure. Donc je vais considérer cette trend line. So I'm going to consider this trend line here. This trend line that I just drew here is very important to gauge this price. Donc, c'est important pour guetter le prix ici. Donc, on a vu comment le marché a pu fermer juste en bas de ça et est en train de chercher à remonter. On va utiliser le graphique de 4 heures parce que le 4 heures a déjà même fermé en bas de ça. Donc, on va voir si le marché-ci ne fera pas parce que sur le graphique de 3 heures, on voit que le graphique de 3 heures nous dit que le chandelier de 3 heures est encore ouvert. Et le chandelier de 3 heures est aussi important. Et vous ne pouvez pas avoir l'accès au graphique de 3 heures si vous n'avez pas payé pour TradingView. So the 3 hours chart also is very important here. So on the 3 hours chart, guys, what I'm getting here is we might be getting to the closure of this chart. And also, the 2 hours charts have closed. So let's see if the 3 hours chart closes below the zone. So if we have a push out of this zone, like a good push out of this zone today, then we might be going further down. That means we might be getting gold to sell further. And we will now look maybe for a break and retest of our structure to go a little bit further, maybe to because we have a key zone here. This zone is key because it's more of a strong support zone because it was first of all a resistance and the resistance became support. When market break above the resistance, there was a break and retest, and the market moved to the upside. So here was also an opportunity to buy gold here. So there was an opportunity for us to buy gold somewhere around here because we did a break and retest. So if gold is falling down, then gold is definitely targeting this structure here. So if gold is supposed to sell, then the next available target is this zone. And when we get to this target, we are going to reason out further. So for us to consider taking a sell, we need to get market move up down a little bit, then get a pullback to the upside. Your contribution is always welcome. Okay, you are saying that there is a gap below. So let me know the gap is at what point. Okay, there is also a gap below that. Yeah, that's it. There is also a gap below this zone that can also be filled. So this gap also can be filled. This particular gap can be filled. So we are going to be observing when price come down to this block, and then we see what happens to price inside the gap. So these are the radars we are going to be having throughout the day, and we will consider this. If market does not give us what we want, because we cannot go and start selling gold where it is now, except you have smoked something. So except you have taken small jama jama. So the best point we could sell and be at less risk was up here. At the moment, we are going to observe what is going to be happening parce que actuellement, on ne peut pas te lever dire que non, on vend là où ça se trouve. Si tu vends là où ça se trouve, ça veut dire que tu as fumé un peu quelque chose. Et actuellement, lorsqu'on regarde le graphique de, 40 de 45 minutes, le marché s'est fermé exactement sur le trendline ici. Donc, pour dire qu'on a qu'à suivre, on veut voir le graphique de 3 heures fermé en bas et le marché pousser un peu avant de faire un rétrécissement où on peut vendre encore en avantage. Vous comprenez? So, that is making sense. I see about 60 people up, about 60 people. On a pratiquement 63 personnes qui sont qui sont debout à 1 heure du matin, qui sont debout à 2 heures du matin, qui sont debout à 3 heures du matin. Yes, there is a candle with volume around the gap. Though, so there's let me switch on other time frame and check. Um, yeah. On the 3 hours chart, there is a huge 3 hours candles that the volume was quite mighty. So we will be looking further for this market prediction that I've given you. So without withstanding, we have other assets like the DXY. But before going there, we have other pairs like DB Japanese yen, and so on and so forth. For DB Japanese yen, there's a possibility that the market can actually take a buy. So let me just show you guys. This market has been bullish. I'm going it because on this because this, je passe sur cette devise parce que it is a time. Yeah, that's good. That's just perfect, Maxwell. That's perfect. So uh we now just need to know exactly what next on DB Japanese yen because this is definitely the session for for Japanese yen. So you get so on Japanese yen, the market has always been bullish for the past few months, and on this particular asset, I saw what we call bullish rectangle. So we have a bullish rectangle, which is more of a continuation pattern, and this is what we get. So this is what we get. And right here, we are going to be having this resistance where the market just came and then retouched. So normally, trade could be taken here. Yeah, a trade could be taken here, even though we are having more of a tiny consolidation. But I believe that this consolidation is going to be breaking off. So the trade supposed to have been taken here. So normally, if we started this market with this particular chart, then we could have taken a trade on this particular market. We've seen a couple of rejection from the resistance that I just drew. So we saw a lot of rejection from this resistance that I've drawn here. So this is a resistance. So we've seen a lot of rejection from this level, and this candle is the 3 a.m. candle. We had the 2 a.m. candle. So when we came live today, this would have been a perfect goal for the day. So this would have a perfect goal, the perfect trade for today. So this would have been a perfect trade. Our stop loss would have been about 3 pips down, and our take profit would have been the next high. So our take profit, our TP1 would have been the next high, which is about 64 pips away from SL. So if this market can actually come back to, because I'm seeing on the 4 hours chart something like a consolidation. You can see that the market, even though we bounce on this structure, the market has consolidated here for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours candle. So if this market actually because I can break above this 4 hours consolidation, this is something that also we can observe. We can observe because here we have almost like the average of the 4 hours consolidation. I'll use their body to bring forward an average zone. So we have like an average area of consolidation here, and we have here market struggling to go above it. So we can go down to other time frames. So here we are on the hour time, 1 hour time frame. So this is what we can consider. This is what we can consider. So even if we miss to take this trade at a lower risk point here, there is a chance that market j'ai oublié qu'il y a les francophones. Donc, après, ce que je vais faire maintenant, so after this, I'll be taking your propositions, your collaborations, and everything. So, as I've said, it is not a one-man show. It's a collective, it's a collective, it's a collective session. So we always tell you guys, Ronny is not the god of Forex, but we are here because we want to brainstorm collectively to be able to use all what we are using and to be able to use it to make words for all of us. So if you have any contribution to make, do not hesitate to let me know. I can allow you share your screen, you explain anything you want to explain, or you can actually on any pair that you think, okay, this is what, there is no problem, and we move forward. So what I was explaining, ce que j'expliquais, c'est que on doit maintenant comprendre que il y avait une opportunité d'achat ici, mais actuellement, ce se retrouve que on a un point auquel le marché, le graphique de 1 heure est incapable de casser depuis. So, le graphique de 1 heure est incapable de casser cette structure depuis. Et on voit comment le marché passe son temps à réagir et chercher à casser cette structure-ci, comme vous voyez là. Donc, si ce que le graphique de 1 heure-ci peut fermer au-dessus de cette structure, if this 1 hour chart closes above this structure, then there is a clear sign that this market will continue further. So if there is a small pullback, then we might look for a tiny opportunity on a smaller time frame and we take. So if this market breaks above this zone, as you guys are getting me, then it will be a good opportunity to also confirm that we are going to be having a perfect bullish momentum for this asset. So a slight pullback will give us another opportunity to enter the market without any fear. So that is what we can look forward for GBP, Japanese yen. And we are also going to have other Asian pairs like AUD, AUD USD. So we are just starting this and a lot will be done so far. So we are about 15 minutes to today's end of this session. And I would like to us to bring you guys to the point whereby a lot of effort have to be put collectively by all of us. And we need to follow the TikTok, the Facebook page of Bell Forex and all of that. And the program where we are organizing here is a program that will help all of us and not just to trade live, to learn a lot, to build our capacities. I'll be back again from 8 a.m. today, 8:30 a.m., where we'll have a long session during the London session and we'll be grabbing trade opportunities in a London session. It's a long session, it's a very long one. But for the Asian session, the window of market volatility is just between like 2 hours. And gold is one of those volatile assets that we always have during that period. So gold is one of the assets that we trade often down. L'or, c'est l'une des devises qu'on trade beaucoup plus pendant la session d'Asie. Et ça porte un peu plus de volatilité et c'est pour cela que on s'engage souvent à trader l'or la nuit. Donc, tenant compte de ceci, comme je vous ai expliqué, on va continuer. On a 3 sessions par jour. We have 3 sessions in a single day. It means that we are always going to be coming live and you can plug into any session if you are free. Donc, si vous êtes libre, vous vous connectez tout simplement et on va apprendre sur chaque chose que je veux partager. Donc, que every session that we are going to be sharing, any moment we are going to be sharing, we are going to be learning a lot. We are going to be sharing information that will be helpful, that will help us to grow, to understand the market dynamics, and to build capacity. So, and that is the main focus. The main focus is that at the end of the day, we should be able to understand market dynamics, build capacity, and increase profitability. So, guys, if you have any contribution to make, you can go ahead without withstanding. I'm here always. So if you have any question that you want to ask, you could go ahead and ask. If you have any intervention, you can go ahead and intervene. And for that, I will have to rest a little bit well because we have a very long day. And as we've started, there is no turning back. There is no stopping point. We are always going to do like this all the time. And if the day that I'm not there, Uncle Ben will do. If the day that Uncle Ben is not there, someone else will do. So it's a whole team that is behind all of this. It's not just me alone. It's a whole team of people that have come together to make sure that people begin to trade Forex in a different way. People see Forex trading as a profitable business. Nobody blows up their account again forever and forever. So if you are following me now, your account will never be blown. I guarantee you that you will never blow your account again as a Forex trader. If you have been blowing your account, just know that you will never blow your account. Uncle Boys is there. Uncle Boys is there. Uncle Boys is there. Is there. Uncle Boys also can also handle with us. So Uncle Boys can also handle. So all of us together will be able to do it. Yes, Malvin. Tomorrow we are going to be starting directly with the Eastern pair. It's just because we are starting today. Don't hurry. C'est juste parce qu'on vient de commencer. Because as we are analyzing like this, we are going to be analyzing even other pairs on other sessions. So as we have started now like this, you guys are going to realize that before tomorrow, we have analyzed everything. We already know that we can go to this pair. This is what we are expecting. So when we plug into the live, we just go to the pairs and we begin to trade. So since the start, I have to talk a lot. I have to bring you guys to some things, some reality, explain some few things to you. But if we follow this program, let's say after 1 week, many people already know how to, they will know how we analyze, how we think, and to trade will no longer be an issue. So the most important thing is to follow diligently. Yes, teaching you how to interpret candles. There is a current batch. There is a current batch that is going on for Forex. So, il y a une vague de formation de trading. There is a current Forex batch that is a beginner course that is actually going on currently. That beginner course is specific to those who want to learn Forex. This session is for people that have an understanding about Forex and are willing to trade live. So, if you want to learn how to trade from scratch, then you can join that particular course. Their classes takes place at 5 a.m. So at 5 a.m. I'll have a class with them. So we teach them from the very beginning, from the very basis. The training for the full Forex course is 75,000 francs. And you can actually get enrolled for that immediately after this. I will share my number with you on the screen. So you can text me directly after the class if you want now. And you can actually integrate the full training. So the number is 676 24 48 04. So I am begging, please, before we go, je vous demande, s'il vous plaît, je vous ai dit hier que le Zoom qu'on active vraiment pour faire tout le travail ici et mieux faire le travail ici, on doit activer le Zoom Webinar Plus qui coûte, qui coûte 99 dollars. The Zoom that we activate costs $9.99. And the money that people contributed yesterday could not even activate 1 month. We were supposed to activate the service for 1 year. The money that they contributed yesterday could not even go half. That means we need to have spent like 60,000. But the money that they spent 10 yesterday was about 27,000 francs. So I've not even activated the full functionality. I can activate it alone. I always activate it alone. But we should show a sign of commitment. We should show a sign of commitment. We should show a sign of commitment. Are you guys getting me? It's important we show a sign of commitment because some people contributed like Gaspar. He get 5,000. I think Gaspar is looking in this particular class program. So why not say, okay, 60 people here, if 60 people here give 2,000, even 5,000, we are going to do it. It's a sense of commitment. Like I get up, I come, I'm doing this for free. But I want to tell you just that you people don't know. Other people will charge you for this particular VIP sessions because this is VIP session. Donc, on va te demander de payer. Peut-être pour chaque session, on va te dire paye 10 dollars. Mais je ne te demande pas de payer. C'est gratuit. On ne te demande pas de payer. C'est gratuit. Je ne vous demande rien. Et je vous demande que, OK, contribuons même 5 000 francs pour activer le Zoom. Si on contribue les 5 000 francs, ça ne peut même pas toujours suffire sinon on est en 60. Parce que on a besoin de presque 1000 quelque chose de dollars. 1200 dollars. Si on contribue même 5 000, ça fait 300 000 ça ne peut pas suffire. Donc, on vous demande juste que non. Faisons l'effort. Faisons même que par mois. On dit que par mois, on le fait. Chaque mois, on le fait. Je ne vous demande rien. Par mois, on le fait. Je ne vous demande rien. Je ne vais pas demander l'argent à quelqu'un. C'est pour notre bien. Je peux vous montrer ce Zoom. C'est pour notre bien. Je vous ai montré l'image hier. Ce n'est pas pour moi. Donc, we should do it. It's for our own good. We should contribute. And I will drop the number here before I go. I will drop the contribution message, the number that you have to contribute there. So I'm begging on you guys. It will be a shame for us to talk about this again. Like yesterday, I was just like shaking my head. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a shame if we are to talk about this thing again. A big shame for us because this is not even what we should be discussing. We say, let's contribute on something that is going to help us, and we drop the number. People are unable to give 10,000 francs or 5,000 francs. So how do you think, how are we going to do to activate the Zoom where more than 100 people will be there? How do you think that we do to activate the data that we are going to use to do this job. How do you put think? Eh? And we have even put together an office for you in Douala. It's free of charge. In our office in Douala, you don't pay. On ne paye pas pour entrer dans le bureau à Douala. On ne paye pas. So, je suis en train de vouloir partager le message qui porte le numéro de contribution. Lorsque vous contribuez, n'hésitez pas surtout à m'envoyer votre capture d'écran pour me dire, OK, vous avez contribué. C'est important. Et je vais encore repartager ça dans le truc, dans les canaux WhatsApp et Telegram aussi. Et vous voyez, voilà le numéro de contribution. Vous pouvez contribuer ce que vous avez. Ça peut nous aider. Peut-être à activer, peut-être pour un mois. Si on a peut-être que les 60 000 aujourd'hui, on activera les un mois. Si chacun d'entre nous ici dit, OK, j'envoie 5 000, 2 000. Lorsque vous envoyez, vous m'envoyez une capture d'écran pour me dire, OK, on a envoyé. Donc, les gars, see you again je viens de vous envoyer le message là et je vous envoie aussi dans les différents groupes et ce serait intéressant. On voit, I've sent it in a message session so you can take a screen capture of it. I'll also drop the number of this on the screen. Donc, je vais laisser le numéro où vous pouvez envoyer votre contribution directement sur l'écran. Je vais laisser le numéro. I'm going to drop the number where you can send your contribution for Zoom activation on the screen. You can send any amount that you wish. 653 45 78 99 99 653 45 78 99. Donc, vous pouvez envoyer ici pour l'activation de Zoom. Donc, si chacun d'entre nous ce matin, on dit seulement que non, ce matin, on donne peut-être 500 000 ici, là, maintenant. Même c'est 3 000, même c'est 5 000, même c'est 10 000. C'est qu'avant la fin de la journée, on pourrait déjà activer la fonctionnalité complète de cette truc. On pourrait déjà activer la fonctionnalité complète de ce système qui nous permettra de faire quoi? De faire mieux. Le nom de compte c'est Ronny. Voici MTM. Le nom de compte c'est Ronny. Donc, ça, c'est tout. That will all have for you. So I think you can actually copy it and then we can say that this was a good start of the year. C'était un excellent début de l'année. Et je pense we are going to have a year worth celebrating. We are going to have a year worth talking about. We are going to have a year worth loving. So guys, let's do our best to push what is positive. So also, do not forget to end your day on our TikTok and our Facebook account. Donc, on va partager les contenus massifs avec vous sur TikTok et sur Facebook pratiquement tous les jours. Donc, n'oubliez pas à vous abonner. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok every day, on Facebook every day, because we are going to be sharing valuable content with you guys. So, guys, I think everybody have gotten a number. J'espère que tout le monde a copié le numéro, le 6. Vous pouvez prendre une capture d'écran, so you can take a screenshot of the number 653 45 78 99 653 45 78 99. So, excellente journée. Rendez-vous